The inside was torn, but Chris didn't show his face. He recognized his beloved daughter's shoe. White leather brought by him from his last tour, especially for his beloved daughter. If the shoe's here, where's his daughter, Katie? Chris looked helplessly at the faces around him. Some were empathic, some were anxious. And the third expression that makes your blood chill is doom. Despite all this, people continued to search for his child, encouraging him. But now, clutching his daughter's shoes, he met their looks and saw them. "No," said Chris mentally. "No, not that." Squeezing his jaws, he rushed forward, wiping out the tears that were treacherously running down his cheeks. "Friends, I believe she's fine. Friends, please, let's keep looking. We'll find her soon. I bought my daughter a doll that looks like a real baby. Katie has long dreamed of such a thing, asked me and my wife to buy her. Now we will find a daughter. See how happy she will be with the doll. She also loves dogs very much," said Chris in a trembling voice. Chris was young, healthy, strong, and attractive and a man. But now, going ahead, it's like he's a decade old. Tears flowing down my cheeks. He couldn't stop the shivering in his whole body. Chris wouldn't stop talking just to get his mind off him. He was afraid that if he shut up, what he was afraid would happen. The others followed him and kept quiet. 2 days ago, 6-year-old Katie went outside to play. Her mom Alicia was distracted for a minute, and the baby disappeared. Now Alicia was looking at the street powerless while other people were looking for her girl. Of course, she wanted to rush in to find her daughter, but Alicia was left at home in case Katie came back and there was no one at home. Katie grew up to be a very good, kind child. The neighbors loved her. And for 48 hours, the neighbors with the girl's father and the police have been looking for the child. No one was indifferent. Alicia was looking out the window. People were walking, smiling, walking out of the store, cars driving by. Life went on. Except Katie wasn't anywhere. She looked back into the yard and inadvertently noticed that the big, shaggy, homeless dog Max had disappeared. The owners of the dog abandoned him and left for another city. The neighbors fed the dog. Everyone felt sorry for the dog. But the boys didn't like the dog and teased him. And Chris hated the dog too, chasing Max away all the time. But Max didn't resent anyone. He was a very kind dog. But Katie Max adored him, and she never let anyone hurt her. And while my dad wasn't looking, I kept bringing him sausage, chicken legs. Alicia smiled, remembering that she had once opened her daughter's beautiful and fashionable purse, which she always carried for a walk, and in it lay the sausage, cheese, and bread she had fed Max. Max loved Katie very much, too. He ran to her as soon as she went outside, and Katie ran to him. But if the girl's dad saw it, he would drive the dog away from the girl. And if the girl started crying, she promised to buy her another dog. But looking into her daughter's eyes, Alicia knew her daughter didn't need another dog. She was after Max. "Alicia, I tried talking to her husband to get Max off the street, but my husband was adamant against it." Meanwhile, the search continued, and suddenly one of the neighbors said, "It's not far. There was a building being built, but at the moment the project is frozen, and they are not working. Let's go to the construction site and look for Katie there." "No, my daughter would never go there." "What would she do there?" said Chris. "Look, these are kids. They can do something without parental consent. My son ran with the other boys to this construction site. They were looking for treasure. The construction site is temporarily frozen. So they run there, answered the neighbor. Okay, let's go to the construction site. Maybe Katie saw the boys and ran after them. Chris agreed. Chris was ready to go anywhere to find his little daughter. But the search failed. There was a silence. The men had already turned to leave when they heard a loud dog barking. Chris knew right away it was Max's barking. This is Max barking, the big yard dog. He's been gone 2 days. Where did he come from? Let's go see why he's barking. Maybe something happened to the dog. I don't like this dog, but I'm sorry if I got in trouble and we couldn't help, said Chris. Let's go see, said the neighbor. Everyone turned around and went dog barking. As people approached, the dog barked more, as if it was afraid people would leave. And all of a sudden, Chris heard his daughter moaning. My heart almost popped out. He rushed forward, pushing everyone away and shouted, Katie, be patient, dear, we come to you. Pit. You don't see one. Deep. And down there, with a big hairy dog around his neck, his daughter was sitting. A little later, already clutching his daughter in his arms, he heard her whisper in his ear, Dad, I have no voice. I heard you, but I couldn't call for help. First I screamed, and then the voice disappeared. I followed the boys here, heard them talking about what they wanted to find. I wanted to find the treasure, too. They ran away afterwards. And I got lost. I tripped and I fell in the pit. And then Max came. He kept me warm. He was so warm. Dad, Max didn't leave my side. And when I heard you came here, he started barking loudly. Chris, thank the dog, if not for her. A neighbor spoke. Chris knew the dog saved his daughter's life. Max is pissed off too. Smeared with mud, the dog sat away, bowing his head. Chris, holding his daughter in his arms, walked up to the dog, knelt down in front of him, stroked his coat, and said, Thank you, Max, for saving Katie. Don't be mad at me for sending you away. Sorry, I was wrong. Come live with us. The dog was curling its tail, and Katie was happy to hug Dad. Since then, Chris and Alicia's family have been inseparable. Max became a loyal friend and protector to little Katie. The girl literally glowed with happiness when she ran in the yard, holding the fur of a huge hairy dog. And Chris finally realized how much his daughter loved that animal, and he never tried to drive Max away again. In the evenings, the whole family was walking down the street. Chris, Alicia, Katie, and her constant companion Max. Sometimes they would go to the park, where Katie would play with her new doll, which her father had given her. The dog always followed her, guarding and watching. Over time, the fear and anxiety experienced by Chris and Alicia was replaced by deep gratitude and affection for the faithful dog. Max became an integral part of their lives, bonding the family even more. Katie's parents realized that sometimes the most unexpected friends come to us when we need them the most.